Welcome to week, I don't know what, of Keyboard Talk with James Bardolph and associated guests. Let's talk about keyboards, guys.
You've already shown that keyboard, James.
I know, where's my, but I'm waiting for the, like the new set. Where's the new set? Why?
What are they? I mean, because they're probably never going to come.
Oh, you're getting new keys because those keys don't feel good.
The keyboards suck, that's why. Keycaps suck.
I think they feel good.
What are the new keycaps like, James? And we can use our imaginations, right?
The thing is, the new keycaps are just symbols. They don't have letters on them.
What kind of symbols?
It's a set called DSA Drifter. Look it up. It's done by a company called Z Frontier. I'm not being paid to say it. I'm just saying it because I want to. Although, because they said it was due to ship in March.
Oh, that's awkward. You can't do that.
I'm on their mailing list.
Getting it into the shop.
I'm on their mailing list now, and they mail about other sets, but they don't say an update to this. It was supposed to ship, not this. I mean the Drifter set. It was supposed to ship in March.
I didn't even know there was a camera there.
Where is it? Yeah, we made it, man. Look, so these are like cheap keycaps because they expected it to be replaced. Look at this. This is made from bamboo, which you think is wood, but in fact, technically speaking, it's grass. It's really nice. It's low profile. I like low profile.
This wood-colored grass.
Because when I had a high profile, I felt like it made my RSI worse because high profile, I feel like my hand's like this when I'm typing, kind of like that. Whereas low profile, it's more like that. So
shouldn't you be able to have the thing that you can just take off and then make it low profile if you want?
A thing that you take off?
Yeah.
Do you mean like the little legs?
Yeah. Just put the legs down.
This is low profile.
I know.
But the high profile cases are normally like a big metal case. So it's just like, it just goes up. So you can't really do anything about it.
So this is lower profile than even if you pop the legs in.
I mean, I suppose you could get a wrist rest to elevate your wrist.
Wrist rests are for noobs.
I'm not a wrist rest guy.
Everyone knows that.
I just want my DSA Drifter set. I want to put these in the bin where they will never be seen again. I have a keyboard.
Throw them in the tall grass and never be seen again.
I mean, you're not using the keyboard. If they offend you, James, throw them
away. No, the keyboards. I like the keyboard.
No, I mean the keycaps.
Yeah, but then I've got no keycaps.
Yeah, but you're not going to use it anyway.
You have like 10 other keyboards, James.
I feel like you're setting yourself up to fail here.
Yeah,
repeatedly.
but all my keyboards are at home, apart from my one other keyboard, which is over there. I will wait until the new
RSAs.
keyboard. Anyway, guys, would you guys need to stop talking about all these keyboards?
He doesn't name his keyboards. Do you think he's a liar? I think he names them.
He definitely names them.
I don't name them.
You don't
you can't have like a family of keyboards and not name them.
I think I might have a name for one, but I don't remember which one or what that name is.
I mean, you have like names for all of your weapons. Actually, to be fair, those are pretty legit. This is pretty good. You got some good ones.
I've got top tier references.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Anyway, enough about me, guys. I mean, I appreciate the attention, but please stop. Let's talk about some Counter-Strike. Let's have a look at what matches we have coming up. More Cloud9 and more Skadoodle for Cloud9 will be in the first match. And who will be their opponent? eUnited, formerly known as Rise Nation. They'll be going up against Optic Game. No, sorry. Wait a minute. I'm getting a bit carried away. Optic Gaming are going up against Rogue. This is not going very well, is it?
Okay, James.
Optic Gaming and Rogue. Too much caffeine. In the second half of our North American broadcast. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's good. I like the eUnited logo. It reminds me of something. It's similar to something, but what?
Some American cartoon.
Cartoon?
Like show.
Is it like a sports?
G.I. Joe type character.
Oh, maybe G.I. Joe.
Maybe something with a plane in it. An Air Force fighter pilot.
Producer says it's an airline.
I'm not giving any hints, by the way. I'm just guessing.
G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe with a kung fu grip.
G.I. Joe with a kung fu grip.
Oh, wait. What's the lyrics? UFC Fighting Championships. G.I. Joe with the kung fu grip. Method Man. Let's go. Anyway, we have some Counter-Strike to play. More Rise Nation. I mean, eUnited, I apologize. Sorry, eUnited people. I know you're watching. I know they're tuned in. Social media guys are always tuned in. eUnited going up against Cloud9. I'm looking forward to seeing some eUnited. We've seen promise from them. Do you agree? Launders, do you agree?
Yeah, I'm the big eUnited fan. I'm the one who informed you guys about them, told you about their histories, where they came from.
Okay. You're feeling the eUnited?
Yeah. I mean, today it's going to be hard because of Cloud9. And apparently, like, Cloud9 look better than ever, right?
They look very good, yeah.
They're looking good, man.
Yeah.
FNS, he's doing the thing.
I have a question. Did they play Cash?
They're about to play Cash.
Have you seen them play Cash?
Yes, they played SK against Cash. They played against SK on Cash and they beat them.
They beat them.
Yeah. It was pretty convincing, actually.
So remember FNS on Complexity, their Cash?
Yeah.
We talked about it.
Yeah.
And it was like they had like some good executes, but their default was really weak. Was that different with Cloud9?
Can't remember.
Okay.
I don't
We'll
remember
find out
this
more
morning.
today.
It's like,
Launders.
I mean, it has been like 6 days of continuous
That's
games
true.
of
Yeah.
Counter-Strike, so
I'm sorry. I
it
shouldn't
does
have
tend to
put
blur
anyone
together.
on the spot.
But I do remember some stuff from the game, but mostly what SK were doing because they were doing some cool new stuff, which I
Mm.
thought was a bit innovative. But
We are about to go on a journey of discovery, my dear friend Mohan Govindasamy.
Thank you for saying my whole name.
So normally when we go to lunch,
It's
Mohan
bloody cable.
likes to give fake names to the waitress or waiter.
No, I told him my real name,
What's your real name then?
Mohan.
In all the times we've been to lunch, you said
We
Mohan
went-
one time.
We went
and
to
that
lunch
was today. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go on. We went to lunch
and I told him my name
which is Mohan.
exactly.
But every other time,
That's not
you've
true.
given him a fake name.
That's not always
do
true.
you just feel like you're gonna be a liar some days, and some days you'll be honest?
Yeah.
It's like just mix it up.
Exactly. I find it fun.
Why not? I should start doing that.
See, it's a great
Tarquin.
idea.
My name is Tarquin.
That's a
Tarquin.
strange name.
That's not very believable, though, is it?
Yeah.
Tarquin is what you name your child in England when you want him to be bullied.
I
Like
don't-
really
Oh.
badly.
That's like, okay, I want to have one.
The thing is, like, if you could, you know what, you could do it another way, right? You could do like, if I had a son, I could call him Tarquin, but I could make him like just the most gangster person ever. So he goes from Tarquin to like T Money.
Yeah,
you know,
like
starts
just keep shaving
slapping
his
people.
head. 7 years old, no hair.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? Give him Mohawk.
Yeah.
One of my dad's in the Indian side of the family. He thought he wouldn't be taken seriously with a very Indian name. So in business, he like everything was registered as Philip Summers. I think it was Philip Summers. So
Yeah.
I like that.
That was probably
Yeah.
smart back then to do that, though.
And what is his Indian name?
Like,
what's his first name?
Something.
Pramaka.
Right, but that's just
Yeah.
that's the short version.
That's a cool name.
well, the shortest version is Prabs, but
Praps.
Praps.
Parappa the Rapper.
Praps.
Easy.
Parappa the Rapper.
Parappa the Rapper. That is related to Parappa the Rapper. We found out some information about that
Parappa the
today.
Rapper.
eUnited will be starting on the CT side. Dazzle with the smoke and diffuse kit. Moose, Ace, Dapper, Relics to join the crew. And we will call Skylar Relics as he has got the capital R, so his name technically is backwards, technically isn't backwards, just is similar to his actual name. Moving up the short position now, Cloud9 splits of the A site. It is a retake situation for Dazzle, but they're looking for the rotators already. That was quite interesting. Moving back into the mid position, we see a CT on either side. Ace won't win his duel. eUnited getting wrecked for the time being. Moose and Dazzle remain in a 2 versus 4 now. FNS by the white box. Having a look, he sees one of the two players, and it seems that Dazzle will join for the double peak. But this is a long and laborious round. How is FNS still alive? Dazzle not really hitting the mark with these strafe peaks, and FNS is just hiding. It's just standing at the ground. I'm going to waste your time. You can shoot me all you want, but I will win for my team. What a hero. What a man. What a guy.
What a guy.
Another question. Has FNS been hitting shots too?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's
Been
clutched
going
a
in?
few rounds. He's clutched
Yeah,
quite a
yeah,
few
yeah.
rounds.
So like I wonder, you know, new level of motivation now that he's on a new roster that he probably feels like, well, if I was him, I'd feel like, all right, this is my chance, you know. I'd feel
Oh,
more
yeah.
hyped up than ever.
It's funny too because from complexity, it's like wow, he could really sort of make his career again here
Yeah.
and really show his worth. Versus, yeah, I'm basically on the best team in North America now. And so it's definitely, if you consider the funny sort of, you know, FNS like taking down the Brazilian scene, all that kind of stuff, which is, you know, hilarious, just randomness and the, you know, that storyline. It's quite a funny story that's building
Look at
around
this
him.
smoke variation from Cloud9. I did wonder about that, but I'll get onto it a bit later. We'll see what eUnited can do about this. The car position's been isolated. The flashbangs look pretty damn good. Ace in the highway position. Let's drive over a few of these players. Maybe just one, actually. Dapper now still towards the car, can see finally, and now his eyes have been closed, leaving Moose with a Deagle and no Kevlar, which means he has little to lose, and maybe he can collect himself a weapon. Get an early frag, perhaps he misses Skadoodle though, moving back from the box. So we saw a wall of smoke from Cloud9 between the truck wall and the truck. I did wonder if they were going for an Astralis-esque execute with a smoke between the site wall and the box, but that wasn't the case. So another variation to what we usually see.
I ran a strat. We called it Astralis, and it had those wall smokes. So
Is that the one we just saw?
yeah,
Okay.
pretty similar anyway. Certainly that was more of an anti-eco, but the two wall smokes.
All the USPs. All in the wrong place.
I like how they stack the site on A, where they all kind of sit in the middle, because those are actually the lesser naded sites. When you're coming out of A main, nade out quad, fence, and stuff like that, and sometimes just sitting in the middle of the site's actually better. So you don't take any pre-nade damage.
Remember how infamous Hiko used to be from that default position with a good old 5-7?
No more. No more, James.
Times have changed.
For the better, maybe.
I have to say, regarding the 5-7 Rock and Hiko, like regarding the, oh look at those, that is stereo frags. We need a slow-mo of that, man. That was beautiful. Anyway, regarding the 5-7, I'm very disappointed at how much it sucks, honestly. Like I really want to use it. I'm a 5-7 kind of person.
But they didn't nerf it, right? It just now is pales in comparison to the CC.
No, dude, if you see, like, the thing is with a PC-50, right? There's a speed at which you shoot a PC-50, so you have consistent bullets. Now, if you look at that speed with the 5.7, even when you're standing still, it sucks.
You just have
so much. I'm talking about medium. I'm not even talking long range. I'm talking medium range. It is terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty random.
It's just bad.
You kind of have to pull down like a rifle with the CZ because the recoil is very high.
Yeah, but you know, with the P250, you can shoot it to the point where there isn't a recoil. But that point with the 5.7 is so delayed. It's really bad. Anyway, we are onto the buy round, and eUnited are going with not one but two AWPs. Dazzle will be playing underneath the boost position, and he's on his own actually, which is quite challenging, especially when more than one person is being boosted up. But perhaps Dapper can distract these players by making an aggressive play towards B.
This is really cool. So they only played one mid. They know that they haven't actually taken mid right now. Oh. Very awkward fight.
Dazzle did well to get one kill there. Having to spin a 180 to pull your mouse back down again because you're looking directly up is not an easy task, so credit to getting that far.
Oh, the peaks. Moose in a pretty tough spot. When all the smokes are down, it's so difficult to just do anything at all. You're just locked out. It's just over at this point, perhaps. Unless the Ts will offer something easy. They've had so much time to get forward positions. We can see that Dapper will push in, but the off angle from Lockers, even if he expects it, the advantage is there with Rush, and he'll take it down. It has been quite fun watching Cloud9 on Cash recently. It's a great map for them, such an explosive team. And it's also been interesting, you know, just taking stock of Finesse. One thing I will say, Mo, about
that upgrade,
about the SK game, is that was actually, I think, the first game that we saw Skadoodle since, you know, he's like, I'm inactive, but I'm gonna help out. And
I would love to see.
He bodied everyone.
1 second, can we go to CT spawn and see where those bullets landed, roughly?
22 and 7 or something.
It was something pretty ridiculous, yeah.
Ooh, Skadaddy. Teaching me something new. I didn't know that was a thing. Sorry for interrupting you, Dan, but I had to do the research there. That was nice. That was awesome. I need to get my pen out. My pen must be wielded. Excuse me.
Yeah, he's been really awesome, and it's gonna be fun to see what he can do on this T side. He has not had too much so far to work with, but it's obviously early days. But the AWP is in his hands now, and I like this. Don't show anyone. You get the smoke for main, the smoke for the cross into checkers, and as far as I know, it could just be one person doing that. Nothing has been given away. The single Molotov again, a setup you can just do by yourself. Now it becomes a bit more obvious. A carpet of flames. If there was a player playing vents, there's nowhere for him to go. So Cloud9, heavy pressure, and the response is 3 players on the B bomb site. But will they actually decide to finish the round there? Maybe they could try to boost out of the vents as well. There's all kinds of things Cloud9 can do here.
So this was one of the complexity strats, so FNS just copied and pasted it, basically. I mean, it's his strat, basically. But they did go B off of this when they threw these Molotovs. I think because they didn't catch these kills, however, and they think they might be on anti-eco, it looks like they might not be keeping it that simple.
See where Relix is standing. It's I think it's a good spot. When you get that smoke down as a T side, I think it's good to spray through the smoke about 10 seconds later. So if somebody has chosen to walk into that direction, you can take them out. But you should shoot around the knee, so if they are crouching, you don't shoot above their heads and get a false idea as to what is going on. 5 players, or 4 of the 5 players moving into the B bomb site, and there is an AWP in play for the CT side, so it's likely Cloud9 will try to find it and exterminate the man carrying it.
I feel like this is maybe one of the, well, could potentially be a good example of if you have a team which has some cool, a good in-game leader who's, oh, nice. Oh, he missed it. But, good in-game leader, good strats, good tactics and stuff. Sometimes when, something like this happens where, as you mentioned, the Molotovs, they didn't hit. Like, no one died, nothing happens, essentially. And information-wise, you don't know what happened either. That's when a lot of those teams might start to fall apart because they have to suddenly think for themselves. They have to have protocols. They have to play off their teammates and so on and so forth. And people have to make plays by themselves. And here you see Tarek. He's going to move in. He's going to take the initiative. He understands that after he gets that frag, he can go for the next one. Teammate is seeing what he's doing, creates good spacing with him to play with him, and then your players are creating opportunities for you to then make a call. So it's not, you don't have to micromanage people in a team like this.
Yeah, and like that's his first thought is I see this opportunity for a kill. 100% if I go swing on him, he dies. So let's follow up and go B. He can just call that to his teammates and they have to be very opportunistic and like in the rhythm and just go with him.
Yeah. And I would love to see that round again on a gun round because it's going to catch someone.
Early grenades in mid. CT side. Gonna boost the player in vent as well. See how that plays out later. If there's a late presence in mid from Cloud9 in a driving seat for the time being, but the second AWP is out again for eUnited. And they've tried to neutralize it, Cloud9, with these wall of smokes towards A. I do wonder if that will have a part to play in a potential fake later on. But for now, let's keep an eye and see what's going on. Ace, that's a lovely peek from him. Both snipers moving into position at the same time. Whew. Now,
oh, he hit him, no? Yeah, he did.
See the smoke out on quad from the T side. Will there be a Molotov towards forklift?
That's a very good question. He's not very prepared for this. Nice. I like the incendiary there from Dazzle. He can try to help his teammate out in case they try to just burst in his position. Oh! Very nice there from Ace. Finesse goes down. Executed. Dazzle pick one off as well. So very slow approach into the bomb site here. Cloud9 trying to grind their way in. Finally, they can make their way up the forklift. It might work out. Ace having a bit of trouble there, but does get saved by Moose as Tarek works his way around, grinding the corner, grinding the angle with the AK. Is going to win that one. Oh, he's fast, but Moose, he's ready.
That's crazy.
Tarek going for the hero play. There's still money in the bank though. They made it very expensive for eUnited, just a one player surviving. That is simply not enough for eUnited. This is disaster knocks on the door. If they are to lose this round, we might be looking at a 9-1 scoreline.
Yeah, they put themselves in a good position though, and Ace got the opening kill on Scoodle, which was huge. So when they went to hit A, it was 2 on site, 1 on highway. So Cloud9 kind of went to the site they didn't want to. Especially without mid control.
Hello.
Hold.
Hello.
Hello.
Dazzle gets himself 2 freebies. Lovely. Oh, what is happening? God. What is happening? Where on earth did he cut? Did he walk through the bomb site? Back in through to checkers or what?
I don't know.
He must have walked through the smoke to the site and then maybe into checkers, but time and a place. Perhaps.
Maybe he's streaming.
He might have had a content.
They can win the round. They've got an afterpart. Scoodle's on the site with an AWP. They have no grenades. They have an incendiary and a flashbang. They do have kits, but this could be quite difficult. We know what Scoodle's capable of. He's made for the clutch, as is Rush. Rush gets the first one. Instant headshot. Teasing the next player. Jiggle peeking as he does. And it's Scoodle in the 1v3. Gets the first one. The second is not going to go. But so much more damage than perhaps they should have been able to do.
He had to, on the knife attempt, he must have been at like a slight, well, a 45-degree angle, but slightly too far to one way than the other. So it was, the first knife wasn't enough, which is really awkward for Cloud9. But such is life. Such is life. And Cloud9 still have more money. They still made it expensive, but it is a second round for eUnited. Maybe that will be the boost that they needed. Slow start from Cloud9. No sniper rifles this time.
Making some delayed decisions. I like how eUnited approaching mid. I mean, they aren't using too many nades, and they realize that Cloud9 as well are not going mid extremely early. Last round they tried it and got mowed down, so you know that's not going to happen again.
I like that AWP pick from Ace. It's like very aggressive.
That was Moose.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very aggressive to go out there like that. That's there's not too many AWPers that will consistently be very comfortable making those kinds of plays. So that's something that's Cloud9 have to think about now.
Yeah, so that specific play, because like to line up you throw the B main smoke, and then you have to line up the Molotov and the flash, and you do that by running straight at that corner. So now if people are conditioned to like allow the smoke flash molly to go out, then that guy can just do that every round. But there, he's like, all right, I'm gonna do that this round. Next round, you're gonna be a lot more safe about it.
Yeah, I like tucking into the corner sometimes with a good spawn from the CT perspective, and you get perfect line on that lineup that you're talking about. It's very powerful. Walk into the site from Cloud9. Ace in the back of the bomb site. Nice stuff from Ace. The shotgun AWP is looking good, but he will eventually get taken down and rush. And Automatic in a very awkward position. The bomb lost in A main. Automatic's flank too slow, unfortunately, and there's no time really to go and recover the bomb, so he's got to go and fight so he doesn't also get killed after time. eUnited stabilizing with the ops.
Yeah, I like that they are not giving Cloud9 the respect that their name deserves. They are the Goliath. And eUnited have no intention of being David. Well, actually, no, they do.
I think they want to be.
They definitely do.
It's exactly who they want to be.
They want to be David. They want to be, yeah, that's exactly
they
what
want to be the Goliath's buddy.
That was fun, wasn't it? That was fun. It's a great day to get things the wrong way around.
I like it.
Yeah, they will not allow Cloud9 to impose their will. I am outstanding. I'm just a great human being. Will eUnited go for the vent boost once again? They've got Moose behind the box, I do believe. So Dazzle's gone in via the mid position this time. Again, since the vent was changed, there are certain angles you need to be at as a CT, so you are not exposed with the blind spot. If you go too deep, they can see your legs and you can see nothing.
Dazzle doesn't have a smoke, and neither does Moose. So if you get stuck in checker box, it is a really awkward spot. It's kind of dangerous, actually, because Dazzle can get mollied out of vents as well. We don't know if they're going to throw it, though. Looks like they might just be doing an A-split. Which, versus an A-split, the checker guy sometimes takes a long time to rotate because he's scared to peek the box in case it's a fake, so he'll try to listen, and that can delay things quite a while.
So there it is. They're going to be pushing the bomb site with the bomb and nobody else, it would seem. He's very far forward, head of the team, and Dazzle will pick off players in mid as they try to go for the split. Renix from the quad position will be cutting the rest down. And it's looking really good here. Oh, that looks on from Scar.
The crouch from Relic saves the day.
That crouch.
Very fast crouch indeed, and just in time. See ninja action from Relics. Nice. Cloud9 on the pistols. Success is a stranger to them now.
Kind of started with the knife attempt. I don't know. I mean, you don't know if they would have won the round, but United have got back on their feet after that round.
Yeah. I would go as far as to say that he should not have gone for the knife because we did not see his perspective and it did seem pretty free. I think it pretty much came down to angles.
Yeah.
He was at the mercy of the CS gods. And now they are playing the numbers game. Dazzle still alive, managing to escape. Oh, and this time Rush will land. Value play, and they've got the bomb site. How far can they go with this one? Automatic repositioning, but there is a push on the bomb carrier. Down to the 1 versus 1. Who has the advantage? Oh, that was so close.
Oh my
Super
God.
Expensive round for eUnited. We have to point this out because it does matter. In the last 5 rounds of this half, it will make a difference. And that knife is bonus money as well. So we may see an AWP sooner rather than later, if that's what they want.
They could pull it off right now. Drop it to Ska. But eUnited have a lot of money. Pretty good CT half so far. I think what we saw sometimes on their T sides, though, was that held them back was a little bit of indecision on other maps that they played. I don't know if that's a hurdle they've jumped, but
Dazzle's roommate is on those dodgy torrents again. He's on the dark web.
It's on LimeWire.
Yeah, he's got his e-donkey out, so he'll have a pause while they rectify that.
50-50 downloads. Do you get the song you wanted?
I know a guy who knew a guy who
yeah.
downloaded every episode of Transformers Generation 1 on Kazaa which was about 60 episodes, and that is not an easy task.
No, especially not at the time.
Yeah, it was not an easy task. And then the guy's hard drive died afterwards, so he lost all of it.
Wow, that's like losing a Bitcoin.
The funny thing is, you could just order the, like the DVDs or whatever, but it was such a sense of achievement to do it in one of the most difficult ways possible that it's a sad story, man. But it's a beautiful story.
It is kind of beautiful.
It's a beautiful story.
And there's solace in the story.
Yeah. It's almost like a weird romance with like an online person, didn't turn out to be who'd have said they were or something.
Yeah, do you have a story?
Huh?
Do you have a story?
Me?
Yeah.
No, just guys who knew guys. No stories here. I spent my time in a library.
Have you seen the show, Catfished?
I've seen like clips of it, snippets of it here and there. I don't really watch television, but
actually, I think the first one was just like a self-produced documentary. So it's pretty, like, you can just watch it in one sitting. He like goes and investigates.
Oh, his own experience.
Yeah, his own experience.
That's
and then he got a show on MTV.
That's cool.
And then he just started sending stuff up, probably.
What a way to make your name. Catfished. What a weird.
It's a weird word.
What a weird scenario.
Yeah.
Have you ever been catfished, Dan?
No.
How do you know?
I do the catfishing. No, I'm just kidding. I should really claim such a thing. I did see like 5 minutes of that show once because someone put it on, and I just every 2 seconds I'm just like, this is stupid. This is stupid. This is stupid. Like in my brain, I'm just like, why does this exist?
The original show was a documentary that he made by himself for his real experience. But the MTV shows are really dumb.
I don't think
that's what I saw. Yeah.
I just find it like sad because you see, I've seen snippets of it like 3 or 4 times, and there's always one person who's super sad or crying or had feelings for this person who doesn't exist. You said you're white, you're black. Said you're black, you're white. You said you're this slim, handsome person, and you're this whatever.
One of them got catfished by like their own family member. It was really
really. That's. See, the thing is, that kind of thing, I find it hard to believe it's real because it's like this just can't be real, man.
Yeah.
It just can't be real.
MTV.
But you never know. There are enough people out there.
There are,
for extremely stupid things to happen.
Rule 34.
What's that?
If there's anything on the internet, there's a porn about it.
That's true. Oh, Rush. Taking down the forklift player. That is really nice. That's hard to do sometimes, and you've got to do it quickly. And you can see the CTs will evacuate the bomb site. It will now be covered by Cloud9 players, and the bomb will go down. And how do eUnited want to do this? They do have a bunch of utility, but they need to get picks. And Tarek is there to ruin their time. He's going to pick off one before they can even start their retake. And so before anything can even happen, they have to go save.
He put his fingers in the fruit punch. Now nobody wants a drink.
I mean, did he tell them to?
Hashtag my germs.
Did he tell them? Well, I guess maybe
you have to really scope that out if someone put their finger in the fruit punch. Like if I did it by accident, I wouldn't tell anyone, probably.
Would you like, if there was a punch, James, at a party, would you be comfortable getting a glass and? I don't consume
goods which are exposed like that to the general public. Like, we go to a store and they have like shelves of donuts, but they're not in like plastic covers or anything. Because once I was in a Sainsbury's in London and accidentally sneezed over the whole thing. That's like that's exactly why I'll never pick a donut which has no kind of cover on it.
Could be someone else's sneeze.
Like the Krispy Kreme, they're in little doors, right? They have protection. Whereas the ones that are just out there bareback, I'm not touching those.
Bareback donuts.
Moose and Ace will continue with the sniper rifles. And a round deficit. They've done well to come back.
They've done really, really well to come back. Cloud9 need to make sure that they don't let this slip, though, because otherwise eUnited have proven that they'll take full advantage. Their aggressions have been pretty good so far. ACU's holding B by himself, and as you mentioned previously, Launders, we're seeing a lot of activity in middle from eUnited. Nades will go over, and they're ready for it. Wow, Dazzle still gets the kill, even though they're prepared. That's a big one, and they go 5 versus 3.
Yeah.
Was that Molotov necessary?
Which one?
Through the smoke.
Was it to sandbag?
No, Dazzle, after he got the kill, he jumped down and threw it into T warehouse. Through the smoke.
Oh, so no one can trade.
Anyway, Dazzle is dead.
He died.
4 on 3 now. We see Automatic has possession of mid, and that will raise question marks for the CT side. Is it going to be a split towards the B-bomb side? No, it'll be A, and Moose is ready for all of it. 40 seconds remain for Automatic to survive, perhaps. Spotted now. He'll go for the re-peek because otherwise the net will close, and he will be closed out of this round, and eUnited will close in to their 6th round and tie the score.
Nice shots from Moose.
eUnited just playing some solid basics.
Yeah,
their basics are good. They got the skill to make plays too, so that's been pretty awesome to witness so far.
Yeah, I think that when we watched them play before, their trouble was on T side, so still looking out for that. But they've been doing well on CT. It's good variation. There's a lot of people here. I wonder if they do the 3 Molotovs now.
Four-man on the road.
Oh, they're just gonna pop.
This is a really difficult spot now for Dazzle. Oh! Not expecting Tarek, and that might be a clue as to what is going on here for the CT side, leaving only Ace towards the A site, and Relic's going to take the place of his fallen brethren. Tarek moving under the vent as the push comes in, crossfire. The smoke doesn't land fast enough to save Moose. Dapper trying to look over the smoke, but it's too deep, he can't. That is really awkward for him, almost makes his job easier and harder at the same time. Easier to stay alive, harder to frag. That lineup was so close.
Another
2 on 2, the flashbangs. Another smoke, and this time he should be able to look over it, because it is pretty close. But he's outmaneuvered himself. That leaves Ace alone. They know where he is. He fired the shot. They will position themselves accordingly. Oh, really fast shot, but Rush is still alive. The shot through the wall. The bomb is down. Molotov to try and buy some time, but it was too hard for Ace.
That Molotov's very... I feel like you can never have that time.
Yeah,
to throw anything there. That's kind of mental.
It was more about the 2v2 that like they had. Ace had the 2 flashes for him, and those are like super standard flashes that people throw into heaven, but they're extremely effective versus anyone checker B main or in the site, or like under heaven especially. And the second one wasn't even used for Dapper. He just threw another smoke. So if he used that to peek under heaven, he would have got a kill, or peek either side of the site, he would have got a kill. So they kind of had that, but they didn't use their support flashes properly, I don't think. It had to do communication 100%.
Dapper with a good angle over the smoke. You would anticipate that Cloud9 be prepared for it. Finesse though not. Does Dapper get caught? Yes, he does. Oh no! Dazzle goes down as well, trying to somehow help Dapper, but through the smoke, he'll find nothing but failure, death,
Destruction.
and more failure.
Despair.
Chicken bones.
Chicken bones.
No chicken, just the bones.
Giblets. And the other thing was Dazzle got that kill in vent, and then he turned to look at mid and died, right? But he had relics in mid, so he didn't even have to. He could have just focused on checker.
That seems like it reminds me of Diva for some reason.
Yeah.
Overwatch, Diva.
It reminds me of a train.
Reminds me of Sin City.
Wait, wasn't Sin City monochrome?
It was, yeah.
Doesn't have to be about the color, you simpleton. There's still an illustration irrespective of color. You could do that. You could do that in monochrome.
You could.
Exactly.
And then it would remind you of
But we
Sin City.
were both talking about colors.
I guess so, yeah.
I'm ahead of my time.
That's a great movie. I should rewatch that one.
You should.
I didn't see Sin City 2 actually.
I didn't.
You should read the books. Have you read the books?
Graphic novels.
Yes,
Oh,
those are they're books.
No, I haven't seen them. Read them.
I would recommend them. I had them. I gave them to somebody.
Did you read them?
I did read them when I had them. Yeah.
I have to ask that because you may have said no.
I won't give a book away. Actually, no. I have done that as well. Never mind. Skadoodle is helmetless. He's helmets.
Sans helmet.
I wanted to say helmet Newton, but honestly, even for me, it makes no sense. Last round of the first half. What's the money like? Could I see the money, please? Where's your helmet, Skadoodle, man? It's the last round. Why you do this, Skadoodle?
That is weird.
Doesn't need it. You'll see.
Double scouts. Maybe he doesn't.
Attention. Cloud9 playing this very, very passively. I mean, they still have Skadoodle in spawn on the sign. Just chilling. He chilling, waiting for that push. Nothing doing though. Tarek pulls smoke off the front, flash himself out.
Doesn't move him.
And moves will fall to the side. There's the molly as well. So again, because of the way Cloud9 did that previously, they already set the precedent that they can have the entire team behind that, which normally looks like just a lurker setup. So, oh, we're going to get some aggressive play here from eUnited. This is absolutely necessary. You have to take the initiative if you want to actually have success in this situation, and they managed to do so. They steal away a weapon and a kill.
They're actually they think it's B now. Oh no, they pushed through. All right, they don't have to. That was nice.
Nice.
Got that info.
27 seconds left for this. Still peppering our Cloud9, but with no success. No steak for the pepper. No shrimp with the grits.
You know, I wonder why they didn't come to A main to trade, but I guess they want their plan was to go 2 over boost and then the late boost in A main afterwards with FNS. So it just really relied on him being able to stay alive in A main. But it was good that eUnited went to get that information because he was alone.
What would you say are eUnited's best maps, Mo?
I don't know right now. I think it's Inferno. I think Inferno for sure and...
For sure.
For sure. For sure Inferno.
Inferno is the next map.
The only problem with Inferno is that everyone's really good at it right now.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Tarek, what can you do? There's only one. One and done. Okay, this is tough.
Yeah.
If he takes into B, it's just so painful.
They have a flashbang.
Oh.
FNS can move into position to throw it, as he is.
Oh boy, it's gotta be a quality flash. Oh, it's 2.
Oh, the decoy, was it? Oh, yeah, of course it is, yep. It's a bug in the...
Oh!
Okay, never mind that. No, says eUnited. So there's a bug where sometimes it won't show 2 flashes if they don't have a primary weapon, only a secondary. But that is on the list to be fixed. Worry not.
They got bodied.
Shut it down.
Ugh, everyone got destroyed.
It's just incredibly hard to retake B.
It really is.
Straight up like that.
That's why I like sometimes those, 2-3-man B pushes.
Even if Tarek was sitting on the site and he saw that they popped B, call for the rotate, and it could delay on site for like 3-4 seconds, that would help so much, but that's what B rushes are really strong for if anyone goes to spot. And they don't get the kill.
Ooh, timing.
That was nice. They timed the flash right for when the smoke gets thrown. That's what people are doing. They're just calling out when people throw that like standard flash smoke molly.
Nice to see an evolution of that. Took long enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Minute 15. Cloud9 wait for the 4 players of eUnited to take an action. I don't know if there was a weapon to be taken away towards B. Dazzle's holding an angle for the time being with the AK-47, but he can't do it forever. You see there's a rifle on the floor. That's a problem for eUnited. And ideally they may want to... Yeah, Relix has thrown his gun away already, and he will collect the AK. Very important not to leave that weapon lying around, and it seems they will head towards the B bomb site. There are Molotovs. They can break the window if they haven't already and throw one onto default if they want to. You can see the window is unbroken for now. But Ace is lining up to throw something, it seems.
Smoke for CT. Dazzle straight in there with the headshot, but they're getting slowed down by this defensive effort from Cloud9. Bomb is picked up. A 3v2 for Cloud9 here. This is a bit scary for eUnited, especially considering automatic is on the site. And that's going to be that. The CZs reign true. And as we found out recently, the CZ bullets are much superior to the FAMS ones.
Yeah, that was a little messy just because they could have got the... Like, Cloud9 on their anti-eco, they threw the 3 Molotov checker to make sure that no one could be there, and they held the angle, and then they executed B afterwards. And then they could run through the site without having to go through checker. But there, eUnited didn't do that. They just mollied out checker box, and then kind of executed at the same time. So they didn't wait to actually flush that guy out. They just kind of assumed that he wasn't there, which makes it pointless to actually throw the molly. But if they did that, it took their time, and then when they got on the site, ran up headshot as opposed to running up the middle of the site. That would have been better as well.
Yeah, it caused the guy to get traded immediately. But also, the 2 moving into the site, the timing was off, so the player with his back facing the guy on the site, got killed before the headshot play could take him out.
He shouldn't have been going through the middle of the site looking at heaven, though. It's like bad protocol. You should always just run up headshot, and then you can clear oranges, like right as you're running up headshot, and heaven can't see you. And then you turn around to look if they peek out of heaven as you come onto the site.
1 minute mark, and now it's Cloud9 with the weapons. eUnited moving forward with much in the name of armor, but 2 flashes. Surely a pop flash for main. One has been deployed, but they're pretty close already. Ace out there on his own. No one behind him really. Just taken down in isolation. Slow and maybe discoordinated push from eUnited. But they'll get some kills on the site. However, you see Cloud9 closing in, trying to stop any bomb plant from happening. And there we go. Moose had the bomb in his hands. And now his hands are well and truly empty.
$10 to 8 for Cloud9, and is it time? Is it time to get those major winning players in position, activate all of the clutches? Because you never know with this team like what they're really capable of, but they are a team that can snowball you. So you have to be very cautious of that. And I'm always thinking, you know, are they going to be creating a scenario where that's going to be in the books for eUnited? But so far, eUnited have really, I think, earned the respect of many people, teams, fans, everyone. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what their T-side is going to look like here. It's funny actually, eUnited, if not for teams like NRG and other like really amazing upcoming teams, I think I would have focused so much more on eUnited because they're really interesting. They've got a lot of skill. They've got great basics.
Yeah, everyone's having a really good season this season.
Yeah, this era of Counter-Strike, although the top scene's really weird, it's sort of just like the fringe around that, just the gap between the tier 1 and the tier 2 is actually like really healthy.
It's true.
It seems, and everything's getting shaken up. Might be entering somewhat of a new era.
So if you're wondering what Dapper's doing there, often you'll see a T player spraying through the smoke diagonally, so if any CTs are trying to get under the boost position or boost, they'll get shot just as Tarek did, just as Tarek lies on the floor. That is the purpose of the harassment. It's not random. There is reason to the madness. Method to the madness.
That's what I'd say. Method to the madness.
There is method to the madness. Skadoodle could upgrade his weapon, however, if he drops one on the floor, that would be a sound cue that there's a possible boost coming in. So, for the time being, he'll continue with the FAMAS.
Oh boy. I still don't know who's supposed to win that. Like,
yeah.
Which one is actually more favorable? It's hard to say.
It might just be the case that it's not.
Like, I don't know.
It's just, timing based.
Yeah.
I think that's the key, really. And it's not going too well for Cloud9. Finesse can't save the day either, so that'll be the round.
Wow. They got all their kills in mid. Starts off with Dapper, and then they just go.
Okay, well, Finesse will drop an AWP to Mr. Skadoodle. Oh, Tarek actually. Tarek has it. He's got a better spawn, I guess. Oh, no, he hasn't. Oh, they just both have AWPs. Great. That's fantastic. Finesse, meanwhile, stuck on the MP9. They'll have decent amounts of utility, kits, all the things you'd like. And eUnited are pretty fully loaded as well. Now, Cloud9 actually playing 3 players towards B, voiding middle entirely. It's almost like the anticipated rush. And there's a push into B storage. Ooh. Very nice trade from Tarek.
Nice.
But what do they read from this? They see 2 players in around that position. They have no eyes on middle.
Oh, Tarek's actually, he's still holding that angle. That's big.
Yeah, I thought he might be pushing as well, but there's a lot of sound cues here for Cloud9. What about the forklift position, though? I think Skadoodle's there. No, he gets taken out. It's rushed by the forklift, and the bomb is at his feet. 2-1-2, dancing around the smoke grenades, and Ace gets taken out. Dazzle just now rotating back. And that's going to be a problem. You see Rush positioning, walking through, moonwalking, and
what a round.
Dazzle unable to defend himself.
What a round from Rush. There's like so many different ways that you can play when the cross smoke comes out. When you take a fight at the site, you can go around the forklift, and he kills a guy at door, and then predicts kind of where the next 2 guys will come from. But yeah. Yeah, there's so much room to multi-frag on the A site.
Well, the CZs, we saw Cloud9 destroy a big push from eUnited with the CZs and the CT side. Let's see if United can show them something similar. Ooh, the Tigress. They're looking to wait for a good timing to burst. The timing may be delayed if they want to avoid the smoke. They've got 2 flashbangs though, they can't flash through it. That's what they're going to do. There goes the flames, so I don't see it's going particularly well for United, but they'll try. And they'll burn. They be burning. So. Oh, he's going to sneak plant.
Oh, so close.
Unlucky.
That was nice. They were like really ready for the B split or the B pop. I think someone had their Molotov out, like in their hand, ready to throw as soon as they heard the flash.
CZ first. I mean, if there had just been like one AWPer on the site or something like that, then it would have been super effective. But Cloud9, they had dudes. They had so many dudes. They had all the dudes.
Lots of harassment to come in that middle position. Skadoodle keeping an eye on white box. You see some crimson on the wall already. He is at half health, Skadoodle. Aggression from Cloud9. They will make a nuisance of themselves, but look at this gap. Dazzle knows, even if he doesn't get a kill here or push forward, he knows that they are not in sunroom, and that is a lot of information.
Yeah, it's better if the crack's on the other side of the smoke, because then they could technically get into sunroom, even if you can still see. But it's just, the smoke's just so hard to throw offhand. You should, there's like lineups you should always use. But it serves its purpose, just like a regular smoke, basically, where they won't cross.
.50 seconds remain. Oh, he sees a leg. Very smart stuff from Tarek, although they should still make it out of the vent despite that Molotov. Who are they? No, they've been contained by it, and in the meantime, Tarek's repositioned completely. The bomb's in no man's land. Tarek's going for the kills. Automatic trying to rotate, trying to stop the push, but he can't do it. 2-on-2.
Tarek played so well in that position. Has he done enough? That's the question here. The bomb will be planted. And the 2v2 set up by Cloud9. Rush has an inkling. Gets to drop onto Moose quite literally as he's now moves forwards. Dapper on the bomb site. There's a nice incendiary. Let's see if it's going to... Yeah, so this will be very important for Rush. It should isolate Dapper onto the left side of the site. That's how Rush should read this. Oh, he thinks he went to headshot though. That is unfortunate. Well played by United to actually survive, because it really looked like Tarek controlled the entire push and that should not have worked.
Yeah, that was strange. I guess the only place he could have gone is the back of generator, like the very corner. But the whole point of the Molotov, I think, for him was to make sure that default was clear so he could come on and clear the other stuff. But, you know, Dapper made a good play, I guess, going to oranges.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That was nice from Tarek, though. Like, it's like his game sense tingled.
There's
you know, he like ran out of vents, threw the Molotov down. There was not even a tell, I don't think.
There's like 3 or 4 spots there where I would miss time, like, and die.
Yeah,
like the vents, the crossing over, like on the site. There's like so many spots.
Lots of tight decisions. Has he got the spawn for it, Dazzle? Looking to take out a player crossing to white box, but nobody's doing so. 3-1-1 set up for the time being. A 2-man push through Squeaky. FNS is there to trade, and that is a weapon collected. He is being hunted by Dazzle. See what he chooses to do. Ooh, Relic's not checking the corner properly, and this is collapsing for eUnited. Again, Tarek can reset the situation. Look at the sound cues he's playing with. He knows someone's in the vent. Look, they're very tagged. They're very, very tagged, eUnited. Skadoodle's position is very strong. They have to go so wide to see him there, and they'll probably prioritize checking the site if they choose to do that. Dazzle basically in T-spawn. Sound cues once again automatic and warn Skadoodle. But he won't be prepared for ace. This is going to get really weird. There's a bomb taken down, and now Dazzle with 6 HP. What has happened to this anti-force buy round?
It's in shambles, James.
Take man round by force. That's what's happened. Oh no. It's happened. 14 rounds for Cloud9 as they win an unsuspected one, and the money's ruined for eUnited. Oh, what a prospect. Now, they have got a decision to make. Do they full save into a awful buy versus a really awful buy and a really awful buy? So 2 chances.
Force up.
I think the double force makes the most sense. Definitely with you there. 2 awful chances versus 1 mostly awful chance.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this is definitely a situation where it's like, well, the buy's not perfect next round, so here, you know, let's at least try to steal us back before match point. Pistols are strong enough.
Setup from Cloud9 quite good for a reactive defense of the A site. Interestingly, though, Tarek playing very passive on the B bomb side, not opting to have a deeper angle, looking into B storage at all. This is going to work out for Cloud9. Schedule in middle.
Oh, he's in trouble.
He has a teammate.
Do they save him or do they leave him to die? In fact, they have chosen not to aggress. They got up to the boost position while he was throwing the Molotov, but they did not want to challenge. Respect for Skadoodle, perhaps. Molotov to stop the cross to the side, and out comes automatic from nowhere. 1, 2. Where's the communication? Trade finally there in this mixed buy for eUnited, but the numbers are being cut down. This can quickly change, though. We've rushed down to 8 HP.
They are really stuck in a horrible spot here. Stuck in the mud, slowly sinking. Eventually they'll suffocate if they don't try to move. And that's what happens. Skadoodle coming in from above with a CZ. Looking to jump in and finish off Dapper, and that's what he's going to do. Skadoodle to save the day.
Well, that sucks. If you are eUnited, $2,000 per person against match point. Not an ideal situation. What kind of round do you have prepared, if one at all, for a situation such as this? 3 smokes, 2 flashes. What do you do? Relic's gonna get a grenade at the just as they leave spawn. I was wondering. 450 in the bank. He'll pick up an additional smoke.
Rat-a-tat-tat is the sound I'm waiting for. Are you expecting GATs?
Yes.
I guess that's not a GAT. I don't even know what a GAT really looks like, to be honest.
I mean, I think it's like Gatling gun, but I think it's just GAT is just slang for like an AR or a gun.
Oh yeah, okay. I feel like a Galil would. Anyway, it's hodgepodge buy from eUnited. It's going to have to try and be the answer for them to keep them in the game. And you can see how Cloud9 are responding to what they know is a terrible buy. They're just playing super passive, where they don't take any risks. They decide that they don't need mid control. They're happy that with their defense, that any set piece will not be strong enough that they can do enough damage that should the bomb go down, their teammates can retake it. Although, looks like they have the opportunity to get a boost in towards A, or maybe play for information into the lockers, which is what they're doing. So they have info. Now the rotation surely will happen.
35-second mark. That Molotov is very well timed. Players exposed in checkers, and they may feel trapped. The flanks are coming in. The rotation's coming in. Tarek just waiting. So many targets for him. Relics is close, but they're blind. The flashbang is delaying yet more. This is painful for eUnited. Very painful indeed. Backstreet Dentist, Cloud9 is pulling the teeth out for a 16-10 victory over eUnited.
Tarek was very slippery that game. Made a lot of creative and interesting plays, and eUnited couldn't get it going in the second half. Started out pretty good. Good recovery after losing the pistol as well. Definitely some good things to be said. But Cloud9 were a pet above.
Yep, eUnited, though, definitely impressive from the individual ability. And that's like usually when you have a bunch of underdogs like this and newcomers, for me, I'm thinking, okay, can they compete on that level? That's the first thing you got to really ask yourself. Did we actually have the mechanics to compete? And it really seemed like they did. In a lot of spots, they were able to outplay Cloud9 here or there. But generally, overall, the better team is for certain Cloud9. And the new addition of FNS into the lineup, he's been doing pretty well. Looking forward to seeing what else is in store between these two teams.
Yeah, that was cool. I think it's a great experience for eUnited to be up against tough opposition. Again, there is a learning curve for them as a newer team at the upper echelons of Counter-Strike as well. So even in defeat, there is much they can take away from that one. But it was a clinic from Tarek, 27-4-17, and again, I think he did enjoy himself during that match. So that is Cash out of the way, and we will be moving over to Inferno. Welcome back, Dan.
So I was chilling.
Just zoning out, yeah, that's fine.
Lounging.
Match number 1 for North America out of the way. Same teams, and it will be Inferno after the break. We'll see you back here shortly.